Yo my peoples, it's your boy itzescotv and today we are back with another video. In this video, we're back to working on the IS200 drift car. So if you watched the last video, you would have seen that I mentioned that the next video is about something that I've had trouble with the black IS200 since I've owned it. So in this video, we are going to be resolving that issue and doing a little bit of extra maintenance as well. So the last 3 months of me owning this car, I've noticed I've had a bit of heating issues, which is not really something that's good, especially for a drift car. I noticed a loss of coolant regularly and I overheated twice on my way to work. So I decided it was time to stop being lazy and actually figure out what the problem is. So I ended up doing a leak test with a pressure tester and I ended up finding this. If you follow me on Insta, you would have seen this on my story a while back. If you don't, my socials should be in the description, so make sure to check them out. As you can see in the video, the leak is coming from the heater matrix, and you can see there's like loads of crust around it as well, so clearly it's been like that for a while. The coolant had leaked under the carpet on both sides of the car, and it even leaked like underneath the car as well. Obviously, this issue needed to be sorted as soon as possible. So I went through work and I tried to see how much it would cost me. The part was looking about what, £700 with VAT, and as a member of staff as well, which is kind of techie because this is the budget build. So yeah, luckily after a bit of googling and research and stuff like that, I did manage to find one on eBay for about £160 with delivery, and it was the last one as well. So I got really lucky with this one. While I was obviously doing my little googling and my research, I did end up buying a new radiator. So I bought an aluminium radiator. I did this mainly because I did fuck up the radiator cap. So when the car overheated the second time, I wasn't paying attention. Obviously the temp gauge dropped. There was smoke coming from the engine bay. It was a mess, and the radiator cap had broke. There's so much pressure in the system, it broke. So the spring was left on top of the rad. The rest of it obviously went in the rad, and yeah, hopefully the head hasn't lifted, because that's even worse. But we just put the engine in it, and it's an excuse for an engine swap, even though this is a budget build, but hey ho. I thought, why not do it now, because I'm going to end up upgrading the cooling system anyways in the future, so it's just easier to do it now, especially because the plastic radiators, they do crack. So I'd rather not have issues at the track. I'd rather just sort all that stuff out now. But anyways, that is enough rambling. Let's get into the rest of the video. Obviously, you will notice that this is a different outro to what was on the video. I didn't really like it, I didn't agree with it, and I was tired. It was a hot day, and yeah, you'll see throughout the rest of the video. So I do apologize for my attitude or like the way I speak or whatever. I'm just tired, and again, it was a hot day and I'm working on cars. So yeah, let's get straight into it. I've already drained the coolant from the radiator. That looks odd, I'm not gonna lie. Or is it just the lighting? I don't know if you can tell on camera, it doesn't look, it's meant to be pink. That doesn't look very pink, it looks like beigey. Not beige, it looks like more purpley. So that's not good. Anyways, this intake pipe needs to come off, and then the upper and lower rad pipes need to come out as well. I just want to say as well, so from me recording the BC Racing coilover video to now, I did actually fit the wider diff. I didn't show it because I literally did it outside my friend's house because I just needed it done out of the way. I wanted the goal. I did manage to get the car drift ready in terms of what needs to be done before the end of June, which I'm happy about. And we did get 500 subscribers by the end of June, which I am so grateful for. So thank you guys for that. I appreciate it a lot. Now road to 1,000 by the end of the year, and we've got what, less than 6 months to do it. So we've got to put in a shift. We do have to put in a shift, I'm not gonna lie. But I just want to say I appreciate you guys for allowing me to get to this point. And yeah, man, let's carry on. I don't have a tripod because I wasn't really prepared to do this today. I completely forgot. But anyways, we're just gonna get straight into it, and yeah, man. Hold on. The one thing I like about these cars here, the radiator is so easy to come out. I know you probably just struggle a little bit, but it's literally just 2 pipes off, and then some wiring for the fans. There's a wire this side, and that side, and 2 bolts. That's it. And that's what you need to do, and it'll come out. That's it. Simple as pie. So now we're gonna take the fan strobe off that one and do a swappy swap, but I'm gonna show you what the new one looks like. So there with. Okay guys, it is pretty warm, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've just been sitting in my house and then in my car as well. It's pretty warm. But look, some of the fins are slightly damaged, but I ain't too fussed, it should be alright. But look at that. It actually looks so good, I'm not gonna lie to you. It actually looks proper beautiful as well. It's got the OEM holes as well for the fan strobe. So that's the new one, obviously. And then that is the old one. So yeah, obviously it's reversed, but you know. But yeah, I think it was needed, to be honest. Probably not now, like at my level of drifting, but it's better to be safe than sorry. I'd rather do this now than later, to be honest. All right, so the fan strobe is off, it's upside down. Let's turn this around. Fan strobe is off. There's 6 bolts, 3 at the bottom, 3 at the top, and you should just come straight off, and that's it. As you can see, I've had a lot of coolant leaks and shit and flicker and whatnot. I'm hoping this isn't leaking. It shouldn't be, but I'm hoping now that after this I can have no issues, because I don't want to be dealing with any more coolant issues, because it's not fun at all. All right, so we're just gonna swap any parts over that need to be swapped, which I don't think, maybe one sensor that I can see on the right side of the radiator, but other than that we should be good, to be fair. All right, so now the new one is in. I did have to make an adjustment, or 2 adjustments. This pipe is too long, so I had to cut some of it on this side, this much roughly, so yeah. And then I did have to take the original clip off the bottom hose and use a Jubilee clip as well, so bear that in mind. Also, the OEM holes for the fan strobe don't exactly line up. I managed to get 4 in out of the 6, so as you can see there's 2 missing there. Shouldn't be an issue. This does sit a bit high as well. I'm hoping that it clears the bonnet, it should. But she's all fitted. Now it's time to do the heater matrix. I'm going to try and figure out what to do, because I might have to take the dash out. I'm kind of hoping I don't. Hopefully I can get in that little like cubby hole there and just take it out and do all that, but we'll see. All right guys, so however long later, we finally managed to get it out, and we didn't have to take the dash out, which is sick. So here it is. Look how crusty that is. Absolutely fucked. I think it was blocked because I found bits of like sealant in there, stuck in. I take it is the intake like in that port, which is that one there. That's where the leak was coming from, and I think I know where it's coming from. So if you can just about see it there, it's gonna focus. There we go. There's sealant on my thermostat housing. Obviously that was already there, so I think it's picked up some of the shit. It's obviously gone through the system and found its way in there, which is kind of scary, because that goes through there into the engine, that goes all the way through the engine to there. So obviously I reckon the fluids, the coolant's not really been flowing through properly, and hence why obviously my overheating, because there's not enough coolant going in there. I've noticed as well, this pipe is, I think this pipe, I can't remember which it is, but both of these are usually hot. One of them's meant to be cold, one's meant to be hot, but hopefully it's all sorted. If I've got to strip it down, I've got to strip it down, but I'm hoping now that after replacing that with that one, there it is, that one, it should be sorted. But this is basically how I did it. So the carpet's got to come out basically, and then this trim here that sits like there, that's got to come out. And then you remove the part of the carpet, as you can see there. Did I say carpet? I meant mat, not carpet. And then you'll have access to the heater box and the heater matrix will sit like there usually. We get two pipes, one there and one there. So it depends on whether you're gonna take the pipe out or not. With the new one, it doesn't have any pipes, which I'm kind of worried about because I've kind of like made a bit of like a mess. So on this one, as you can see, this is the original one. It has little like, if it's gonna focus, like nubs there and stuff like that. That's what holds the pipe in. If it's gonna focus, yeah, that's what holds the pipe in. Whereas my new one doesn't have that. So I'm gonna have to find a way to make the pipes stay in there. Don't know how I'm gonna do it yet, but I will figure something out. But yeah, that is how you take the heater matrix out without actually removing the dash. So I'm happy about that again, because that would have taken me forever. This can really only be done, I think, if you'd only replacing the heater matrix and not the pipes. I thought it was gonna come with the pipes, but it didn't. But you know, oh well. I need to go now because it's getting late, and I need to just leave. I need to go home and shower because I stink and I'm sweaty as fuck. So we're gonna leave it there and then pick off where we left off tomorrow. All right, guys, it's the next day now. We're back. Now it's time to fit the new heater matrix and try and clean up as much as I can. So here is the new heater matrix and the old one. The new one is slightly slimmer and I think it's a bit smaller in height as well. So on the old one, as you can see here, I've kind of mangled, if it's gonna focus, I've mangled the little holding things that hold the pipes in. Unfortunately, the new one doesn't actually have that on there, but luckily it comes with these. So I imagine they're like clamps for the pipes basically. So we're gonna fit the new one into the car and I'll get back to you once I've done it and see how easy it is. Alright guys, so after probably like 2 hours since the last clip, many cuss words, a lot of moaning and probably like 10 5-minute breaks, we finally got the heater matrix in. It was such a pain, I'm not gonna lie. So as you guys can see here, the new heater matrix is fitted. It is a little bit smaller than the old one, as I did mention like previously in the video. I did have to modify like the box, as you can see it kind of in the video. It's mainly where the pipes usually mount, but everything should be good. I'm just checking for leaks as well. There's a bit of coolant you can kind of see dripping at the back. That's fine, it's where it was from before. But other than that, everything's good. I'm just bleeding the coolant and make sure everything's okay. And yeah. So the new rad is obviously fitted and all that. However, there's a slight issue because it's so thick compared to the OEM one. It's pushed this whole section a little bit too close to the auxiliary belts and the pulleys, and I'm not very comfortable with it, I'm not gonna lie. But nothing's touching. I've had to cable tie that wire there to the fan. In the future, I do plan on getting better fans and wiring up to a switch. For now, it should hopefully be okay. The issue I have of doing the fan swap as well is I've got to put that, I've got to find somewhere to put one of these. This is attached to the fan side, so I need to be able to find a reservoir and put it like somewhere here or something like that. I'm going to clean up all this mess that I've created and all that. We're probably going to keep that as a spare just in case. I'm going to clean up everything up and I will get back to you. I've noticed one of my lights are out as well, so yeah. But oh well, we'll get this sorted and then yeah, I'll get back to you. Alright guys, so it's been a couple of weeks since the last clip that you've seen and I've not had any issues, I'm not gonna lie. As you can see, the radiator is in, everything's all back together, and I've not had coolant drop at all. Obviously this coolant that you can see here is from the other times and stuff like that, but I've had no leaks from the coolant system, I've had no overheating, I've had nothing. So far, again, no issues, and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to have any issues unless I create them. Alright guys, so that is the end of the video. I hope you lot enjoyed it. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you are doing it yourself, just be wary because It is slightly long-winded and, as I said, very tedious and slightly stressful because the way I did it, you don't have much space, I'm not gonna lie, and it's very uncomfortable. The radiator was easy, simple and easy. A couple of modifications to the pipes, and obviously some of the bolts didn't line up for the fan shroud, but it's okay. We're probably gonna get a new one soon, and then obviously a new expansion tank and figure it out in the engine bay, but for now it's okay, I'm pretty fine. Not really got any issues. In the next week or so, today of me recording this video, we do have a drift day booked. It's the first drift day for the IS200. It's probably my third or fourth, but that's literally with a space of like 2-3 years, which is not enough at all, but you know, it is what it is. With that coming up, we do have to do some things. I did mention before that the car is ready, which it is. However, that's more of modifications. What I've got left to do is maintenance, and I've got to do it so I can pass inspection if they do one, which I imagine they should. But yeah, I'm gonna love you and leave it anyways, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Peace out, stay blessed.
Escobar, 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 Escobar. I got profits like I'm Escobar. Escobar, Escobar. Chain stay shining like a shooting star. Escobar, Escobar. Call me El Padrino like I'm Escobar. Escobar, Escobar. Chain stay shining.